And we're back. So Limitless. All right, they're in the swing of things a little bit here, Cole. They just won map number 1 16-1. All right, I think I got that correct. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a 0 on that score line. No.
We should have seen at least 16-3 if those last 2 rounds of insanity didn't happen. But now we hop into Anubis. It has to be a different territory, and it's already going to be a quick one here. Grizz getting his chance to shine with the dualies, but he can't land the kills just yet. DJ trying to escape the grasp of Grizz, but you can only do that for so long. He gets the reload off as well, and he's being a thorn in their side.
Wow. He even gets away, and he drew the attention away from Atk. They wanted to close in for the kill before they went for the plant, but that just allows Limitless to get themselves in a position to retake. It's all 4 players through a main. Who is going to be expecting this? Not me, that's for sure. And Swisher swings into all of them. It's a 1v3 now, and an ace potential for Grizz. But Cameron will take that one away. Doesn't matter. The winning spree continues for Limitless. They haven't forgotten how to lose.
And Grizz hasn't forgotten how to frag, it seems, as well. 4 kills on the pistol. He's just picking up right where he left off. I mean, this guy, so incredibly explosive. It's so fun to watch, man. He's an absolute stud so far this game. The flowing hair, like you said, maybe there's a buff in there somewhere.
Yeah. I just imagine it sailing through the wind while he's fragging.
He's got a little fan on him while
yeah, he got
playing the game.
He got his he's a diva, right? You gotta get all the perfect setup going down there.
Certainly in a flow state, that's for sure right now. He's gonna get tested though. He's gonna get a little bit of damage done to him here. So this force buy has some leg room to it, Atk, but Bowden gets right on back there with a headshot and a kill from Scar. So turnaround is certainly there. Scar starting to build those foundations back in for his team.
Yeah, never mind Bowden being down on 19 points of health as well, and 2 smokes. Is the last bit of utility Atk have got to do. They've got to win this by firepower, but let's be honest, Cole, what we've seen throughout this game, that has not been the case for Atk.
Yeah, firepower's been all favored for Limitless, so if that's what you're hoping to get done, then you gotta rethink the game plan, rethink the initiative, and this occasion, maybe you don't have that luxury here. Switch does have a little bit of firepower for himself. The MP9 starts to sing, but only good for 1 before bested by Mistum. Again, there's some low HP bars, but there is some firepower. Bowden on 19 HP is able to find a kill, and Scar now and Cameron left into the clutch. 1 on the flank, the other moving through CT. This is workable, but it's going to be so difficult.
And Scar is going to try and activate. Cameron gonna get some utility out, try and buy Scar some space, and he done exactly that. As the headshot goes down on the Swisher, it's just Bowden 19, and there you go. Limitless are gonna battle back into the retake. Love to see them going for these type of situations, shutting down that force by the Atk.
Yeah, that's excellent work right there. It's so composed here. You knew that flank was formulating, so you knew it had so much space, and they were able to land that initial kill. And that it just seemed like immediately disjointed that setup from Atk. It's very, very tricky. Though either way, with those low HP bars, you're trying to take those fights. It's probably not going to work all that well. But a bomb plant, it was wondering if it was going to encourage another investment. It doesn't quite do that though. They're going to go ahead and call on a bit of a half buy here. Swisher going to give it a little bit of oomph with the Galil, but teammates behind him not so interested. This is an interesting little jump spot there.
Still some gimmicks that have yet to be found on this map. It gets evolved day by day, and here's one of them. Little boost over. That's gonna make them push through, but Max on the line. Hold. Oh, what?
Oh, okay. He doesn't have it off. He's quick switching.
Oh, I think he hit his grenade key. Or... I don't think he meant to pull out the. I'm unsure. In the meantime, in towards A main, it's missed him on 3 points of health. Cameron's gonna opt to not smoke that out. It's a bit risky, all things said. But the next person in line is a 3 HP Bowden Master, who's actually just snuck past the angle, and things get problematic for Cameron as he gets tucked away. The execute comes through, and Swisher even comes away with the kill. Pluto with the headshot, and there you go. Atk, they give him some respect here by Limitless, and they're gonna get another plant.
Grizz on the flank. Again, this flank has been so impactful here in that last round. But again, it's going to show up. Grizz with 2. Now he needs to find the last Swisher. Very healthy. Still 60 HP, but he's going to get caught in transition. And there's still a kit for Grizz. Taking the fight. Swisher still trying to land it here. Grizz gets caught trying to get the defuse on off. And Swisher, a big round win right there. That's what they needed. A hero play. A hero to show up for ATK to stop the storming momentum of Limitless here.
Yeah, I think a little bit too hesitant there. We're Limitless in certain situations, not really pursuing the kills. Of course, it's always hindsight to look towards that, but you see Cameron, like, you know, leaving some kills out to dry, playing, you know, a little too risky, not smoking off that A main corridor and instead falling back to the site, giving ATK a lot of respect. And that turned out to be a problem. So Limitless will have to force back in, and we can see, well, ATK have literally just doubled their series-wide round count. Let's see if they can double it here on this map.
It's always nice, but maybe not so much nice as well. That does mean that you did get dominated in the last one, but I did like what I got out of the Swisher. That was so desperately needed. They needed something like that, you know, to remind themselves of where they stand in this head-to-head, this matchup. These guys, they've got a lot of seasons of ESL underneath their belt. They've got a lot of, you know, opportunities, even with a lot of these players going over to Europe, getting their chances to play up against some international competition as well. And they're about to have that opportunity again, so you got to make sure that they're not tripping over these early hurdles, but that's exactly what's going on right now. They're tripping over Grizz, who's been dominating them.
Now, Limitless have to hand over a lot of space to ATK. I guess that's the nature of this map as well, is that the longer this round goes, ATKs get to poke and prod through that middle position, and the splits into sites become quite the problem. Swisher is throwing one of those smokes to assist that split to get things going into this A site where only 2 players are here to defend. Cameron up close with the 5-7 though. Can't best Bowden. Faster on the shot is the Swede, and just Scar here on the site. Just a 5-7, and DJ will sweep him up. It's going to be the plant and likely the round here as Makzwell does fall. And Limitless probably going to save what they got. This is ATK, 2 rounds on the board.
Nicely done. Great round, great timing right there from ATK. They did really have to turn up the heat a little bit on that that A execution, because Limitless were starting to push towards B. That's when you know that once that's taking place, you have a short window of time before the transition, before the rotates start to arrive, because you know no one's B, where you can catch that A side defense. Very much so lacking in support. There's going to be no help, because that help is all the way on the opposite side of the map, clearing out space. So ATK really threaded that needle quite nicely with their initiative from Bowden, and then that mid control as well that they were able to land. So again, much more like it. Much more sound for ATK. Bowden starting to land some shots as well. I mean, that wasn't really the case last map. He didn't really get many chances to take some shots.
Well, he's back in. Oh, we're going to see some lineups here from ATK. They've got this down to a science. Bowden, there's the jump throw. Where's
Off
that
spawn.
one? Off spawn, lands in towards that dark corridor, so stopping any early peeks for information out of the CT side. Can I said it in the pregame, ATK are one of these early adopters of Ancient. They got all the tricks in the book for them.
Be super valuable again in that pro league that they'll be playing up against here very soon. That they have this map well versed. I have to do some work on their overpass here, but Cameron, a little gap in that smoke is going to catch an overextended Pluto right there. That's a free rifle to be retrieved as well. Maybe he could toss it to JBA. Yeah, he's going to do just that.
JBA
now
knows
this is an AK with armor.
Yeah, on this B-side execute, this could be a problem as well. Rick boosted up top, but spotted out. Now should get finished off as he will get wrapped up. JBA, is he going to push through the smoke? He has an opportunity if no one's watching. That is, if no one's watching. Swisher right around the edge of that smoke as it fades. JBA, not a chance. So it's just Scar. No headshot landed. It'll be ATK 3 rounds in a row. They're looking to resurge back into the series.
Yeah, no question right there. That's a nice execute. That boost was super deadly. You saw so many opportunities there for Grizz, but what he saw was nothing because he was constantly flashed. So again, ATK showing their ability on this map. Again, it's just interesting here. Obviously, you know, looking very good on Anubis, but we didn't expect him to look that lacking on Overpass. You mentioned it. Their Overpass, it used to be like their bread and butter with Swisher and Bowden being able to do so much damage on that A side, but we just didn't get that at all. Grizz was their nightmare here. So projecting up towards this A side, and Swisher,
Wow.
he's turned up the heat so much in this map.
Of course, that is the dreaded 98 and 4 from the M4A4.
Oh.
And it might toughen them around here. Smoked out. Bomb's about to get planted. No real contest from Limitless. They are still very close to the site. Oh, if Makzwell collected that kill, it would definitely give them an avenue in, but Scar maybe jumping the gun a bit, but hold on. 2 kills go the way back. DJ very low. Same goes for Bowden, but missed him. A headshot doled out. It's Cameron from spawn. Position noted. Trying to play around the edge of the smoke, but Bowden has got it locked in. 4 rounds in a row now for ATK.
Excellent work being done right there. Again, like you said, you got yourself a little walk out there from Swisher. You did so much damage to him, but if you're not going to land the headshot, if you're not going to land that initial kill, then he's going to punish you here. Again, different team it seems like. They're landing some shots. They're actually looking like they're able to capitalize on some of those mistakes. Overextension. This is a good sign for them. Back to a little bit of normalcy here for ATK, but we'll see if that remains true for how long. I still got a little faith that that old Limitless from Overpass can show up.
For sure. You know, Cole, why do they have 2 words for, like, normality? Because there's, like, normalcy and normality. Like, what's the difference? That's so inefficient with their English language.
I'm pondering. It's sent me into a bit of a spiral there, right?
A deep dive.
Yeah.
It's
Another
cool,
interesting news: 37 armor for Mistum.
37.
He's been taking some shots.
Well, you might take a little bit more on this execute. We'll see. JBA, back at the site. First headshot. Anything else that he can deliver? No. Couldn't fire off the shot onto Swisher, but the crosshair was right on. I'll be damned. 2 versus 4. Smoke in. Back platform position. But man, Swisher, all right.
Okay.
He's locked in. He's had enough of this. 3 on the rounds. So instant from him.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is that 15 minutes, it seems like it was a little bit of a wake-up call. They got to reflect on some of their decisions, because this isn't the same Swisher that we got out of the last map. This was looking much more like Grizz in that last map. Walking in, landing big headshots, instantly dispatching of things. This was much better. Much more like the ATK that we know and love, as opposed to that last one here. JBA wielding it up. I don't know if that'll be dropped over to Makzwell or not. He has enough money to buy an op of his own. Yeah, they're going to go for the double op here, which I think in Anubis is super strong. I know this is one of your first Anubises casted, but I'm sure you've been watching it.
Yeah.
Some of the Kato games, right? And I think double up on this map, very, very strong. A lot of different chokeholds that you can just kind of scope in. We see it over towards the B and A side. Maybe mid even too, you could wield an up there. So definitely like an incredibly strong double up map. And I think new maps in general can really help with the ops as well.
They're going balls to the walls here, and it's almost cost them dearly. Again, the dreaded 98 and 4 from that A4
Showing up again.
strikes down, or else that would have been a simple double kill. Still 2 HP on Pluto. The rest of the players coming in through A main. Flashes are good, though. Maxwell, let's not hit the bond scoreline. Let's get you on the board. First for him, but knocked down. Cameron, though, I love this angle. It's such a powerful one that you can play on this site. But they're going to doubles clear it. They're going to swing perfectly together. And so there will be a trade and perhaps a plant. But DJ, he doesn't feel comfortable in his position. He wants Pluto to activate, but remember, Pluto's at 2 HP. It's super risky for him to do so.
It seems like they were weary of Pluto as well. You saw Cameron in that powerful position. He was very worried about that mid presence that was being thrown at him. But that never did come through in full fruition. Now, JBA, I imagine, heard that plant. He was going to queue up another rotator. Pluto in a very strong spot here. Only with 2 HP, sure, but he's just smoked off an entrance there that's going to make this retake a lot more difficult, and they're going to call it.
Yeah, one thing to note is that A site is very difficult to retake because, you know, you can push forward. If the T take forward control, they can just cover off 2 choke points with 1 angle. And that's really, really powerful. And the other one you have is A main, which is not a great place to push out from. It gets very similar to just, you know, the B side of Inferno, if I want to put it in that way. How difficult that A site is to retake on this map. At least that's one thing I've noticed.
Yeah, it's like it depends on your position, right? Because sometimes you can actually be stuck in that like A main territory, and that's where I think retakes and post plants get very difficult for the T side. But if you are in that position where Pluto has established himself in, and you do have a little bit of that aggression in the middle side, like Pluto was establishing, then that's where I think the retakes become very difficult. And Limitless not even going to give it the try there. This is bold. JBA. He's a little bit frustrated here with saving. He wants to be part of the early action. See that with the early initiation, but it's left B very vulnerable, and now he's gonna have no action as he's smoked off.
Oh, Scar, though, playing at very long range, and Swisher thinks he has all the space to himself. He gets caught out. Now, Gris, he's like a gargoyle right now, looking for this lurk of Mistim. Eventually, it'll be JBA to clean it up. And Atk really hesitant on this plant. Maxwell's going to snipe down Bowden at long range. And there's no cover to plant. I mean, they have to fight their way out of the situation. DJ, he's going to aggress forward. He's going to try and gap in the defense, but he's going to meet Cameron, who couldn't hit a shot. DJ now with an open avenue into the A site, and Limitless, they're not reacting to the play. A free plant for DJ.
Punching in the digits, he's going to have himself a chance. A real opportunity here. He's going to take initiative. He's going to try and get in their face early on. JBA is very low as well. DJ in the 1v4, he's not able to deal with the first piece of the puzzle. That's a great kill coming through from JBA, and it's a good bomb plant. ATK going to take that extra cash. It's not like money's a big worry for them, though.
That 90-degree flick over from JBA wasn't anything like too stylish, right? No like cool headshot or anything like that, but systematic. ATK just a bit hesitant on that B play, I think. The smokes faded, and that's when a shooting gallery was rolled out for Limitless. But overall, I think ATK, we can definitely tell they have their feel for this map right now. Even in some of the odd situations. So back up on their feet. Same goes for Limitless, though. Love to see both teams get these gun rounds rattling off. Makes for some good Counter-Strike.
Yeah, definitely would like to see a little bit of back and forth here. We didn't get to see any back and forth in map 1.
I think you're right about that, Cole. There was only a back in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all we got. That one round there. A little bit of resistance. Some nice shots from Swisher again. He's really looking to re-inspire ATK here in this map as well. They've taken a lot of initiative towards this B side, taking some aggressive angles. But I'm still deep in spawn here, so ATK, they got to go and grab that one first things first. Gonna further complicate things. Grizz is looking for a fight.
got the info, that's all he wants? Or does he? No second servings for Grizz just yet. Time is going to start to become an issue here, Cole, with 30 seconds and trying to walk through a smoke. Oh, they're going to charge right into Grizz. This smoke fade means everything, and if Mistim pulled his trigger, it would be game over. Oh, for who, though? For who? Grizz, no kills. Scar also falls in the meantime. It puts it all into JBA. Cameron now back at the site, pulls out a grenade as Bowden swings, and that is a save now for Max. We're going to see ATK really start to take control of this game, and you start to think, well, you know, what are your solutions here for Limitless?
Yeah, I mean, that one, it again looked like Grizz was just hungry for a little bit of a fight there, and phasing a smoke that late to the round when you don't feel any contact on that A side or any sort of pressure on other parts of the map, you got to know, like, it could be very likely that lies behind that smoke is 3 players or something along those lines, right? Where it's such a liability, it's such a risk, and you need to have a little bit of support in that sort of position. So maybe Grizz feeling confident, fair enough, right? But he has been shut down here a little bit in this map in particular. He started out at like 8-2 or something very early on, but Atk have been able to punish him. We've seen the resurgent Swisher doing great work. Bowden able to land some op shots, and then DJ following suit as well. So it is a much more competent team that they're playing on this map, it seems.
You get to, there is a point where your protocols can outdo the fragging ability. Now, things could change on the T side, where a player like Grizz can truly get activated. Because he hasn't really had a chance to become part of a big fight. He hasn't really gotten fair fights, all things said, like he was getting on Overpass. So we'll see how things change here. It's going to be Max and Cameron tested on the A site with ATK putting in one of their stock standard executes that they've been so known for since this map has come through. Completely suppressed and locked out of this site are Limitless, and the picks are coming through as well. It's only Cameron. Just standing inside the smoke with an MP9. I do not fancy his chances here, as he's getting spammed up. He's gonna actually land the kill on the DJ despite being fully gray screened.
I don't even know how. I mean, how do you even? You just have to feel out the tracers at that point. You can't see the tracers. JBA actually gonna fall with the op as well, which is gonna add insult to injury. And this is a winning half from ATK. This is great work from them. We're able to bounce back. They were able to shake off that overpass result. It was a bit of a shock seeing them get just dismantled on that one, but I was wondering if we were going to see a little bit of better form in their map pick, or we're going to see that resurgence in the mental here from them. So far, the answer is yes. It's a resounding yes as well.
ATK, you know, this is, again, a bread and butter map for them. It's been banned out a lot against them as well. Now, the big surprise is when they lost to Detonate on it just yesterday in an overtime affair on that decider map.
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit of that game with some of the Detonate org members on it. Definitely a wild ride of a series, for sure. But this is looking to be a lot more stable. We'll see. It's, oh my goodness! Ooh. Maybe not. Scar. Instant headshot, but you can't fall back mid. It's such a long corridor that with no cover at all. Pluto, easy trade, 4v4, and the squeeze on this A site really starts to come to fruition. Limitless, they're going to stack up into A main, but they have the whole team that have to come their way.
Ooh, just smoked it off, though. It's all going to come down to what this flank can do. Oh, no, that smoke did fade away. It's not going to buy enough time. The complications are really starting to set in, and they're waiting for Pluto to strike first.
Yeah, I love this from Pluto. Taking action, and it's going to work out well. Cameron only good for the one. Flank not here in time from Grizz, or is it so close to the headshot? But not there. Pluto does actually get to sneak by, but Jaba reveals his position and could not hit the deagle headshot. It's going to be 9-3 right now for ATK. They had a 9-6 half against Detonate on this T side. Anything better, and I'd say they're in cruise control.
Yeah, 100% with you there. I don't think they're going to stop winning either. The way that they're working this T side is so effective. They're super lethal when it comes to that mid control. Constantly trying that one. They also have these little pocket strats, these A executes that are really quick, and that, you know, is always going to be a bit of a stress for Limitless in these rounds. You know, do they want to send extra resources to deal with that? And it seems like they're reading the defense to perfection when it comes to the timing of these executes as well. Whenever they're starting to aggress, whenever Limitless want to take initiative, take map control, it always seems like they're hitting the other side of the map there before the flanks or anything like that, before the stacks can ever formulate. So there's a lot of blind spots for Limitless on this map. Again, kind of anticipated. We were a bit shocked to see this one left into the vetoes against ATK specifically, but you know, I thought maybe Limitless had some tricks up their sleeve.
They're the ones who decided to leave it into the map pool. It's either that or Inferno. Or not now. It's looking great for ATK. Look for the one-for-one though. Swisher finally knocked out. And JBA above the smoke, running a little one-way. Works out well to pick off Bowden, and a man advantage running, but oh, missed him. Oh goodness, he's in their backyard right now, and they have no idea. This time has just called the entire A site clear, so that bomb is just gonna scamper on in, and we're gonna test this theory of how difficult the A site is to retake, as Mistum gives Cameron a warm welcome, a rude awakening even. That's the 3v3, and how do you retake this?
They don't. They aren't even gonna try it here. This is gonna be double digits locked in here for ATK. Feeling very, very strong right now. Again, this is what I mean. When it comes to nailing the timing on a lot of these rounds, they're just able to walk on into a free A bomb site. They catch Limitless taking too many resources towards middle and towards B, so that leaves that A side weak. They didn't realize how weak, though. I think they were at least expecting one to be there. But Pluto got away with so much. Brother missed it. Pluto getting away with a kill, though.
And you're going to see Limitless in complete tatters when it comes to their economy. ATK are now up to 10. Are we just going to see a complete reversal? That would be, you know, some irony. You know, a little... ATK ran it all the way back. Trying to set some records for the quickest 3-map series? I'm not sure. Right now, ATK... are all over this. I'm amazed Grizz is going for this peak. That is a definitive one-way. That is in front of him. Oh, no. That's because he has Cameron helping him out, but missed him. You didn't see it, Cameron? Didn't quite spot it. Now he does. He does readjust onto missed him. Cameron comes away with a double kill. The only trade in sight is Pluto. This change of pace from Limitless has just caught ATK off guard.
Big pace change here. A lot of aggression all throughout the map, but
oh no.
Maybe a little bit of an overextension there. As an outs back to even step, Pluto is able to make it so. Complications starting to arise here. Limitless have stacked all their resources, all their players over in towards this B side, expecting it to be aggressed upon here, seeing that that bomb and Bowden was over that way, but they're really picking up the pace here towards A. It's again the perfect read here for them.
And once again, when you get to take this deep control on the A site, it is just simply impossible to retake. You have Pluto just ready to activate. He's like a sleeper agent. hears the footsteps and just in and amongst them right now. Now, it should just be simple here. Bowden, however, first shot not connecting. Holding the threat angle the next, but you see Pluto. He just activates. J-Ball, there's no way you can adjust for that. There's no way you can account for every single possibility. And you're going to see Atk move themselves to 11 off the back of a 2 versus 4.
Wow. Able to pull that one back there. I love the little change of pace, the adaptation of the style there from Limitless, but it doesn't end up working out in their favor. At the end of the day, they kind of overdid it. They overstayed their welcome, and that got punished fully by Atk.
So 11-3. I mean, one final round to give this a go for Limitless, but you have to wonder about what the depth of their T side is going to be. I mean, again, they're going to still change up the pace. It's worked in the previous round, but Swisher's just tucking himself away right now. J-Ba, can you hard clear this? Absolutely not. Again, too many possibilities. Atk keep mixing things up the same way. Their individuals are so tough to actually snag a kill upon. Makzwell has to focus on so many angles. He's blinded up, and he could just get ran down here. First kill, second! Anything else as the FAMAS rattles off some damage on a Pluto, and opportunities now on the B site for Limitless. So he's gonna aggro forward through the smoke, and Cameron not taking any of that.
Bowden in a 1v2 here. Again, there's a bomb site that's open for his taking. He could go and run and grab it, but we'll see if he lands the timing here. He's towards middle. Ooh, but gets sideswiped right there by Scar. Not able to make the cross there. And we'll at least get 4 rounds for Limitless. We're going to be thrown into a quick break, and once we come back, we'll get that second half.
And welcome back on in to another night of ECL Season 44. 11-4, Limitless. Alright, it was a 16-1 map one, but I think we're getting the reversal here from Atk. They're on their ace pick of Anubis, and it seems to be going well. My name is Fire John McColt, Extra McHenry. We have a little fun pistol. All 5 players moving through the boat section of the map. And they're about to come on a crash course here with Atk, but not much learning to do for Pluto, because he's gone. Can DJ follow up? No, just a 1-for-1. And the only player left on the site is Swisher, but now smoked out, looking for a tap. He finds one through the smoke. Bowden takes another. Bowden takes a double. Just leaving Makzwell out in the open and sniped down Atk. Despite all that, they win the pistol.
That's beautiful right there from Swisher. I love when players do that. They set their crosshair in the right position. Especially when you have a silencer, you can just get away with spamming downrange through the smoke right there. And he landed one perfectly on the tap. That's beautiful work. Nice recovery as well from Bowden. Able to pluck a couple out of the server. And again, it's Atk in the way that I think we expected them in map 1, where, you know, sometimes you can have the best executes. You can beat them to the punch, Atk, or Limitless, but you still have to land the kills to get past them. And so far, Swisher has been a bit of a Goliath in that sense, making sure to get his multi-kills done. System, though, this time going to have himself a bit of a field day. Only good for 2, though.
Somehow, those were headshots, though. I felt like a bit of luck went his way. Hey, they've essentially all been spotted out, have Limitless. Also been heard, and now, here we go. Now farmed up. Turned into piles of cash for Pluto. He will pocket that one happily, and that will see Atk move up to 13. 3 rounds away from sending us to map number 3 of Ancient. Perhaps Overpass was just Limitless's ace map. I'm not sure, Cole.
That's what we're kind of getting right now. It kind of seems that way. Right? It was just a very good map pick. But the thing is, it takes a whole lot more than just having a good map and having a good game plan to 14-1 your T side. So, I don't know. It seemed like Atk were playing a little bit too loose. Again, they just finished up a series versus Noxious, or Noxious rather. And, oh, hold that thought. A little bit of aggression towards the middle. That caught me off guard. Cameron, though, not falling prey to that, not falling victim, and he's able to land himself a nice little multi-kill spray down. 2 dinks, though, get answered back, and there's a bit of a reply here from Atk, keeping things steady.
Good to see Swisher go for the big reposition. Through CT spawn, and if J-Bomb wants to continue the push, you're going to see Swisher be prepared, head-on collision, and Swisher's going to win the fight. Only now has Cameron just arrived at the site, but he's lost a teammate and is on 22 points of health. I like what Cameron's doing, though. He's waiting. He's going to ice them out. He's going to make them second guess. In the minds of Atk, Cameron can be anywhere.
Swisher also playing it very wise, though, as patient as he is in that CT spawn position, knowing that he's low and not his opponent's low. Well, he's starting to group up with his teammate. That bomb being planted is going to give him the alarm bells there. Now he knows. Missed him, going to join up. 2 mollies, a smoke, and a flash here. That's a lot of utility to flush him out of position. They just need to send Swisher in as a sacrifice here, and then a trade. Well, they tried to sacrifice Swisher, but he'll just land the kill instead. That'll certainly suffice.
Yeah.
Even better.
You know, it's a new map and all that, but, you know, you can actually clear the corners on it. And Swisher will do just that. Funny little round there from the guys at Atk. They made it weird at the start, just running through their own mid-smoke, and I don't think that was what they intended. I think they were hoping just to find one isolated kill, not the whole team, but still somehow panned out in their favor. And so now they're up 14-4. Admittedly, their economy is on a breaking point, so that it is an opportunity for Limitless to rev up their engines again, but there's going to have to be a whole lot more from that, and that's a nice angle there from Bowden. When you got mid control, that's the stuff you can do on Anubis.
It's always a huge risk, though, going for that spam battle here. If Grizz was more interested in shooting his bullets down range and just trying to land a kill like that, then Bowden might have gotten caught. But you know, you're not just gonna sit there and spam a smoke for a whole round. So Bowden was feeling confident in that fact
Look
here, and
what
they're taking
Mistim's up
even
to.
more initiative. Mistim just taking so much space.
The CTs own the entire map right now. There's about to be a massive flank on this mid play where there's gonna be like 3 backs turn. Mistim will just be content with the one. Switcher's gonna start to pick apart the others. Pluto wraps up Scar, and it's just Cameron. And sure, first kill's good, but there will have to be a lot more out of this one. And the only thing he really has access to here, Cole, is T-spawn to make this clutch happen.
Spotted out now. Alarm bells ringing there. Pluto catching him, mauling him off here, but Swisher waits patiently for him to fall into his hands. He's giving it a big attempt here. Flashing for himself. It's actually going to blind up Swisher quite nicely. Maybe not. As he's just able to dispatch of him, and it looks like Ancient is looming ahead of us. ATK, they just look far too good on this map. You said it in the CT side right there. They had full real estate. Every last avenue besides that middle control. But that middle control they knew that they didn't have there, and they were just waiting for that flank to activate, waiting for Limitless to just move their way on in, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you're watching the experts play their map. That's for darn sure. Limitless throwing themselves at the wall and seeing what sticks. Changing up the pace, but Bowden already prepared, lying in wait. First kill. It's a headshot out of the AWP. He just gets to reposition to the next angle and the next, but 2 kills go the way. Limitless here, and Bowden out in the open still lands the kill and survives. Gets the next. Bowden is on a tear. 4, make it 5.
My God!
What an ace from Bowden, and we're off to a break.